Today, we are joined by Luxury's in-game leader, Aimbot EX. Luxury are one of, if not the, best teams in EU competitive Farlight 84. But recently, some disturbing news has come to light. It all started when people began to question Aimbot's near-perfect skills.
Some people might think that we're cheating.
Of course, bro.
And as if those allegations weren't bad enough, things took a darker turn. Disturbing evidence surfaced of Aimbot's ties to the street drug Phantom Crack.
Phantom crack, bug crack, baggy crack, phantom crack.
And it didn't stop there.
Yes, this guy died because of my crack. It was too hard for him.
Handing out crack to unsuspecting light catchers in the lobby.
Does anyone want some crack? Hello? Crack here? For free?
A horrifying scene. The final straw, a raid that shook the entire scene.
Yeah, you know what happened? The feds came actually to my house and yeah, what can I say? They just searched everything and they don't found nothing. They just let me go. What can I say? I'm innocent.
Today, we set the record straight. We confront Aimbot EXE and ask him the hard questions.
Okay guys, actually, because they're aware, I can tell you now, I'm not innocent. I just hit it so good that they can't find it. But, psst.
And there we have it, guys. The special guest was none other than Aimbot. It has popped up on the screen there. You enjoy that?
It was awesome. This whole video was so awesome. Really great Rag. Oh my gosh.
So I guess I better start off with the first question. Obvious one to get out of the way. What, are you distributing Phantom Crack in the lobbies, or is it just the most misunderstood call out in gaming history?
It is the most misunderstood call in this whole history. Of course, I mean, but the shield is cracked and not actually something else.
Well, obviously it's a funny joke just because I've spoken to you and you've said obviously that there's the aimbot level skill, and that's obviously people come into your chat all the time and say, you know, you're cheating. So how do you handle those people who come in and say you're too good to be, you know, legit, you're cheating?
I mean, to be honest, I pretty much like it when somebody says it, because I exactly know that I'm not cheating and I just play legit. And yeah, it's like a compliment every time when somebody says it, or I get reported or anything. I don't mind. That's
a good way to handle it, so it doesn't really obviously get in your way too much. I mean, so why was it that you have the name Aimbot EXE then?
Yeah, the name actually comes from the German community. Back in time when I started playing Farlight in March. So there were many German people I played with, and everyone just said I'm cheating and I'm aimbotting. And then some guys came up who told me just like, this guy got Aimbot X. I was like, yeah, why not? Let's take this name. So I just changed his name and said I'm Aimbot.
So you just took it on. So what was your name before you were Aimbot EXE then?
Before this, it was actually GZS, just 3 letters. It's a mix of my real name.
Ah, okay. So yeah. You took on the Aimbot EXE. So once you changed your name then, are people in chat going meow, 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 meow? For the cat, and they say for a cat, he's a really skilled gamer.
Yeah, the cat is really skilled. We have to say, because of the cat, I'm only so good. This is the truth.
Oh, so that's your secret then? Okay. Yeah. So when have you been playing Farlight then, and why did you start playing Farlight?
I mean, I started playing in March, and it was actually because some friends I played a lot of them together with Overwatch, but then we just get rid of it, wanted a new game, and they like, download this game. I was like, okay, I give it a try, and already after the few first matches, I was already feeling, okay, it's a good game for me. I have decent aim. Let's take some hours on it.
Nice. Tinky the goat in chat. Pew pew.
Tinky the goat.
So why would you say others should start playing Firelight then if you were going to recommend it to people?
Yeah, it's actually a nice game. It just needs a lot of more players, but if they get more players and fix some bugs, this game will be really awesome.
Nice. As I actually got Lace, your teammate, of course, said that I should ask you. He said he loves your love meet story. So he said that I should ask you how you met Jenny, who I believe is in chat. Is that Jenica there with the heart eyes?
Jenica there. It is Jenny. Oh no, it's the most crazy story. I mean, we kind of met through Farlight.
Oh, okay. Crazy
So-
Farlight love story.
Yeah, Farlight love story, of course. Now we just were in a German chat. I just need some people to play with, and yeah, I just came to her Discord server, to her community. We played a lot together, and yeah, this is how it went. We just met each other, and yeah.
That's lovely. We're getting lots of "I love the cat" in chat.
Yeah, Tinky's awesome. Sleeping right now in a cat tree. She's really cute Bengal cat.
So obviously we're gonna have people in the chat who's, you know, your aim's undeniably top tier. So do you have any daily training routine or any drills that you swear by?
To be honest, no. I have not a routine or nothing. Sometimes I just use aim labs or 3D aim trainer for my flicks, but otherwise I don't really train anything. I just play a lot. I mean, next to Farlight, I have of course a full-time job, so I don't even have the time to train.
Oh, wow, that's pretty crazy then. So you've just got like those feline like reflexes then and that accuracy.
Yeah. It all comes actually through other games. Also, I played a lot.
So that's just came over into the Farlight game. So did a luxury from other games as well then?
To be honest, I don't know, because before I wasn't even playing for Luxury. When I started playing Farlight, I was actually playing for a German team called Sweet Death, but the team dissolved really fast, so I needed a different clan. Then I joined to Win Easy, but the communication there was really hard and we just don't get along so good. And then I searched another clan, and then I came to Luxury. Nice Lace. And now Nerden, and we're a great team now.
So how did you find them? Because I don't know, a lot of people would probably, when you've got a team as good as them, they're probably, you know, want to get that themselves, especially on the competitive scene. You got any tips for people of how to get together a group of players like that?
Yeah, I found it on the Legend Scrim server from Joshua, actually, because one time Lace was asking if someone can play, and I was just answering him, hey, saw your message. And then we played a couple of matches together. He saw it works out well. And since this time, I'm in this team. I love it here.
Oh, that's great then. So there you go. There's a little bit of a plug for Legend Scrim's Discord server there. If anyone's looking for, you know, more regular teammates, get yourself into the Legend Scrim's Discord server then, I guess. What would you say was one thing that separates a good player from a great player, especially in competitive Farlight?
I mean, Farlight, it's not only the aiming. You also have to take care of your positioning, in general, of your whole play style. Before you push, you have to think about it. Maybe you headshot someone or hit him a few times that he's low HP before you push. But also positioning, and especially the buddies now in this season are really strong and game changing. For example, with Time Dominator, you can just move the zone completely away. You can use so many things in this season. It's really nice.
So would you say a lot of players that aren't really using the buddies very well then? Is there ways that you're using them that you're not seeing other people, and how would that be?
Yeah, exactly. For example, I barely see Time Dominator in the normal ranked matches. Also, many people don't take the airdrop guns. What I'm actually, I don't know what to think of, because when there's an Arbiter, why don't you just take it? You can one-shot people with this, so same with the shotgun. It's also really strong, or the revolver. When you have aim with it, the pistol, it's really strong weapons, and way too less people using it.
Okay, so a lot of people, there you go. You got to get to those airdrops then. And so would, in your play style then, would you say that you make sure that you go to those areas and pick up those guns? Do you make sure your rotations, you're going into those areas to get them?
Yeah, I mean, when I see there's an airdrop nearby, most of the time I would just go there. I won't go there, of course, when there are, I don't know, 4 teams fighting for it, when I just wait and maybe third party them or something.
Okay, so get yourself down to the airdrops and everything, and the sponsor boxes there, chat. So what heroes are your favorites in this game, and why?
So right now, for a long time, it's actually Lucinda. When I started playing this game, it was Phantom, but they nerfed her kind of. Also with traps, you can't throw it so far anymore. So I just checked some heroes out, and now Lucinda's my favorite hero. But I also like Maggie Rhea because of the movement. She's really awesome, and also Maisha is really strong.
Is there anything that you would say for aspiring like Lucinda players again? Obviously, I've seen ways that you're using them that other players aren't using her at the moment. What would you like say to people to sort of get to your level of movement, especially with that glide?
Yeah, like when you glide, you can actually cast abilities with Sky and just glide around, fly around the map, and you're way faster than just normal walking. I mean, you saw it maybe in some of the other custom scrims which you hosted. I mean, there was even a small scene where you just saw Lace running to an enemy and just fly past him like with triple speed and just kill those guys there. So make sure you use this glide.
I'll ask you, are you planning on being in the Christmas tournament? And if you are, do you think you'll win it?
It depends on the time when it will be. But if I have time and the other boys also like Nerden and Lace, then we will play it for sure. And then the chances are really high that we're going to win this. Because then we're going to play a bit different and use more of our brains.
So have you got any plans as well then to play in other regions if time's a factor? Or are you sticking to the EU for now?
I mean, me and Nerden play sometimes in other regions. For example, in MENA, Nerden plays there more often than me. But sometimes he just asks me, hey, can you please help me out? And of course, I have an alt account, so I just hop in there and help MENA, for example.
You've mentioned them quite a lot, so I'm guessing how important would you say having a supportive team or community is to like how your success in the game? Do you think you'd be here today if you didn't have that network?
Nah, of course not. You really need good people around you. In other case, you can't do everything alone.
So what would you say as well are the high points of your Farlight or just gaming career at the moment, and the biggest challenges?
I mean, the biggest challenges right now are mostly the stream snipers, to be honest. That's it, nothing else.
Just those damn stream snipers. So I guess you've got a big delay on your stream then to sort of combat that.
Yes, sometimes I have it, sometimes not. It depends. I mean, some people just love to see when I play solo duo or solo trio, to just land on me, hunt me through this whole map, but yeah.
Do you get a lot of people in your chat then coming and saying, haha, I got you then, or...
Actually, yes. There are some people who just come in the chat, say like hello, and in the next game they just hunt me down and try to kill me. But most of the times they don't succeed. So.
Of course they don't. What keeps you like motivated to play the game then, as well as if you're saying like at the moment there's not a big player base, and especially with like accusations like that and stream snipers all the time?
I mean, the game just feels in general good, and also I really like the tournaments and enjoy the tournaments together with my team. It's really awesome because Nerden and Lace are really awesome guys, and they're so lovely and so nice to play with. It's just really fun with them.
So did you say that's one of your biggest whys for why you're actually playing with Luxury at the moment?
Yeah, exactly.
Is there any other reasons apart from that, or
no?
So what do you think of the updates and the pathway for the game then? I
mean, it's quite interesting how the next year will be, especially in Farlight, when they try to bring in the first-person mode. I'm really excited for it because it will change many playstyles. And yeah, in general, it would be really good because with the new updates, there will be for sure new players coming to this game. So as I said before, if Farlight gets a higher player base, it will be really awesome.
Yeah, right. Amen to that. I think a lot of us are hoping for that sort of that pop off for to get out of this beta stage and for them to, finally put that advertising out there. So as that room fills up, then I've just got one final question for you. Any advice to any players who dream of being where you are today in terms of your skill level? Any advice to people?
Just play a lot. Try to also play some solo matches, solo versus duo or duo versus trio. It really improves your skill because you have to think different. Because like when you take a fight 2 versus 2, you know exactly you have a teammate who can also shoot him. But if you play 1 versus 2, it's completely different because you don't have this teammate. You don't have so much damage. So I just recommend people just go play solo versus duo, solo versus trio, or duo versus trio, and get better. Of course, you won't win every match, but it's good for improvement.
And that's what you've done yourself. Well, thanks for coming on today. I think room number 2 is about to start up. I think you're in there too. So before you go out, though, do you want to tell people where they can find you, follow you, and watch you dominate next?
To be honest, we don't know yet. We don't know yet. We will see everything.
Okay then, guys. I'll drop Aimbot's socials in the chat in a little minute, and the game number 2 is just starting up right now. So I'll let you get off then. And thanks for coming on today.
Thanks for the interview and thanks for the cast.
No worries.